check, check.
Here we are, baby. We're here, baby. Alrighty.
Oh shoot. Just go ahead. Give me a second.
All right. We're back. We got one thing. This is episode 4, guys. This is the water. Once again, for those audio warriors out there, my boy's thirsty.
Epi 4.
How you doing tonight, Josh?
You noticed when I pulled up how I was doing tonight.
Are you satiated?
I had a little bit of an attitude.
A little bit. Hangry, might you say?
You could say that. I just slammed my dinner before we set up.
Well,
No, while you set up, I was eating.
What'd you have for all the folks listening?
Noodle,
Noodle?
chicken,
Chicken noodle?
pesto.
Ooh, pesto.
Yeah, it's like a roasted red pepper pesto. A lot of oil.
Hey, there's
High calorie sauce. I don't know.
high calories is important for guys like us.
It's dang good though.
Good.
I know that.
I love me some pesto.
I
don't
did
think I've
chicken
ever had
thighs too I know we were talking about that a long time ago,
it.
but
Mhm.
yeah, chicken thighs in the air fryer.
Ooh, air
Just
fried
ripped it
chicken
at
thigh?
like 400 for like 15 minutes.
You do anything to prep those boys before you throw them in the air fryer?
Cut them up kind of small pieces cuz I was going to bring a knife and a fork, just a fork. So cut them up smaller
thinking ahead.
pieces. Threw them in a bowl. Salt, pepper, garlic, onion, a little bit of like red pepper and paprika, a little bit of olive oil. Just mix it around, throw it in the tin foil. Dinner is served.
Incredible. I'm starving already.
Have you not had dinner?
No, I had dinner.
Oh,
I actually had terrible pizza for dinner.
I'm sorry.
It looked way better than it was.
Did you like frozen pizza or you made
No,
it
no,
or
it was
you
from a
bought it
restaurant,
somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh,
was
hot date?
No.
Hence the
With
shirt.
my grandma.
Oh, granny.
Yeah. I wish it was a hot date, but honestly, my grandma would be more entertaining than any hot dates. I'm just saying.
She's fiery. For how old's your grandma? 90?
She's 87 years old.
Yeah, she's fiery for 87.
She's got that dog in her, that's for sure. So
X-rays came back conclusive.
we have it confirmed. We did a CT scan on her. She's got that dog in her.
Well, you can only see hard tissue with the CT scan.
Hey, nothing harder than that dog. So Josh, you surprised me last episode. I have a little bit of a surprise for you this episode. So it's actually for both of us.
I saw his pockets bulging when we walk in. I was like,
So
I know
got-
there's something in
I
there.
got some
Oh my
sunglasses. I've got these black ones, and then I've also got these ones.
I
you want-
can't see
you want-
any. I need those ones.
Do you want these ones?
Yes.
Okay. Let's make a little swap here. All right, perfect. I'll wear the black ones. Now this is a podcast.
Now we're podcast.
No, we're podcast.
Dude, I put those on. You can't see anything in those.
No, it's especially with the facial oils from my last time wearing these. Which
On the
was
lenses?
On the couch.
Oh, yes.
Falling asleep on the couch. That was good.
And the lights are on us too, so we're
Oh,
just
yeah.
blind. We're flying blind right now.
Oh yeah. It's
I'm
good.
flying dead stick,
Good
Tony.
thing good thing this is a audio experience, auditory experience for most people. So
Are you more of a, like, the way you would prefer to consume information? Would you prefer that to be a visual medium, audio, touch? Like,
I want to learn physics via touch.
well, I'll show you an object in motion.
I'll show you how it stays in motion until it collides with your face.
You want to talk about energy transfer? From my fist to your mouth?
Want to talk about the potential energy of my foot going up? No. I think I prefer it. I think it depends, really. I think some things.
I knew you were gonna
prefer
say that.
visual. Yeah, it's such a cop-out answer, but I think some things I prefer visually. Most things, honestly, I like a good chart. Charts really help me out. I'd like to be interactive with something. I think if I listen to it, I can understand it, but do I learn it? No, I don't really take away from it. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
What about you, sir? What kind of learner are you?
Learner? Definitely auditory.
Mm,
Just tell me. I don't need to look at you.
I got you.
I can be looking at my notebook or my phone and I can still hear you. Don't worry.
Don't
Professor, I'm talking to you. No.
all those professors out there, trust me, he knows.
I know, man. Yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of audiobooks, and then I had a radio in my room, and I would listen to a lot of sports on the radio.
Ooh,
So
that sounds like a good fireside chat.
I don't know what you just said.
Fireside chat.
I don't know what that is.
Do you remember? I think it was during World War II or something. Or no, wait, was it before this? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. It was either like the Great Depression or is it? Well, I think it was World War II though, and the president at the time was given these
Truman?
these radio chats. I think it was before Truman. Who was before Truman? FDR.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was FDR. I think he started this up. It could have been Truman though, and he would just talk to the people. He'd let the people know. I'm pretty sure it was FDR though. FDR, he started these little radio hours, and radio was kind of new at the time, and they were called fireside chats. And he would kind of just address the American public every single night, or I don't know if it was every night, but
Contrast that with how I just consumed media about maybe 10 minutes ago from our president.
via the White House official page.
The White House
The 50
official
Cent
page
edit.
with the 50 Cent Many Men edit.
Oh my goodness!
It was like, if you're listening to this in the future, someone was just shooting at the president, or there was an active situation, with some of the leaders, and then it cut to 50 Cent Many Men, which is just hilarious.
It was the edit was about the White House Correspondents' Dinner thing.
Yeah.
Oh my! That makes it worse. That makes it 10 times worse. It's like when they did the edits of like people blowing up, like them blowing up terrorists. Do you remember this? The White House would post videos of men exploding.
Okay, well,
It's like,
to
I
be
don't think
fair,
that's appropriate.
ISIS did kind of just get a lot of views. They were kind of owning that space for a long time.
ISIS was doing very well with that.
ISIS had those training videos.
Dude, they were. I
And
guess the White House you gotta fight fire with fire.
fire with fire in that instance.
No, goodness. Dude. So yeah, they were just.
I forgot about that until just now.
Yeah, dude. It'd be like drone footage of it. You just see one guy, and then you see a cloud, and then you're like, that guy is dissolved. They just dissolved a human being on camera and posted it to Twitter on the White House official page. Times are crazy.
I'm
Bob
I'm
Nolan
not
was
a
right.
White House official page consumer. Just to clarify where we're at.
Yeah.
I am an anti-White House official page consumer.
This is just what happened. This is just what pops up on the timeline.
That was just what. I mean, it probably had millions and millions of views, and
Right.
I was just eating my dinner while you were setting up, and that's what came up.
Hey, the leaders are gonna lead.
Okay.
We know this.
The leaders. We learned that a long time ago that the leaders are going to lead.
We learned this decades ago.
Day one, you could say.
Day one. That's it.
I am a 50 Cent fan though, so it makes sense that music was recommended in my algorithm. So
Oh, okay.
not the man,
The music.
the art.
The art, of course. It's a similar. It's a Kanye situation there.
Yeah, just an indefensible character. You can't.
Maybe even a little worse than Kanye.
What was the movie he acted in? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I couldn't tell you.
It was like a heist movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm like things are bubbling up, but I don't think I'm.
Oh my
thinking of that
gosh.
person.
Someone out there send me the 50 Cent
Heist
movie.
It's a heist
movie. Yeah, it's good too.
You know how much I hate heists, Morty.
There's like a dirty cop, and then the guy who like steals the money at the end, like he's not who you'd expect. Spoilers.
Whoa. You telling me in a heist movie, the guy who's the bad guy is not who you would expect? I'm sorry. That's crazy.
Heist Day. You know Heist Day?
Heist Day. Is that a?
Never
No.
mind.
Is this a Rick and Morty thing?
Yeah, it was.
I know Heist Day.
You know Heist Day. Good talk. Love some Heist Day. Are you is that anime? Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty. It's animated.
Well, yes, it's animated.
I wouldn't call it an anime.
Okay.
I think anime is like it's just a style.
It's just a style. Yeah.
I think even I could be wrong about this, but I think if there's something animated that's made in Japan, it cannot be anime. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Because it's not an anime
'Cause it
style.
wouldn't be in that style.
What's the movie that just won the Oscar a few years ago for Best Picture? The animated movie? Like 2024, 20. It was a Japanese movie, but it was
Was it
animated, but it wasn't the animated style.
Was it a Studio Ghibli movie? It was an animated
I don't know.
Japanese movie. Was it Boy and the Heron?
I
that
don't know.
Okay.
I truly don't know.
Okay.
However, I get what you mean.
Boy and the Heron. I feel like that's anime though. All the Studio Ghibli stuff, that's totally anime
Okay.
for sure. Because it still has that kind of style and character to it.
I've probably only seen like 20 Rick and Morty episodes, but I love that show, dude.
I've watched way too much Rick and Morty. I haven't
It's
watched
so
the
funny.
most recent season, but it is quite hilarious.
I think I've watched season 4, the whole season 4, and then like bits through 1 through 3.
I gotcha. Honestly, I think if you thought season 4 was hilarious, like 1 through 3 is gold.
No, it is 1 through 3.
1 through 3 is like
The
where it's at.
I laughed so hard at the vat of acid. The vat of acid episode got me.
Dude, that one is sick. They spend like a good 5 minutes in the bottom of the tub pointing at each other. He grabs the bones.
Oh, I know the little bones came up.
Talking about the bones, he's like,
Oh,
I need to sit here.
I need to process this
I need to process this for at least a couple hours.
with his grandson.
Tragedy. Oh, goodness.
And then Morty tries it until it like gets out of a lie or something.
I think, yeah, so he,
And his girl finds out that he's dead.
yeah, he has this, he has
R.I.P.
the
Morty.
reset button. And then all of the stuff that he reset, he goes back to the universe where it all happened. So everything, all of his mistakes
Oh
are now on
no!
him.
And then he goes vat of
And then he
acid,
goes out of
SD.
acid, and he's like, kiss the vat of acid.
And then Rick's like, "You knew you liked the vat of acid.
Admit it, Morty. It was a great idea.
It was a great idea, Morty."
Kiss the vat, Morty. Kiss it. Love the vat.
Love the vat of acid. And then it probably just cuts, hard cuts.
Hard cut. But
Beautiful
Rick and Morty,
show.
great show.
What's that on?
It's on HBO, I think.
Okay,
HBO.
I wonder if we have that at my.
Remember when they just
Abode.
tried to call it Max for a little bit?
No, I wasn't watching TV then.
They had HBO because everyone has to have a streaming service now, and then they called it HBO Max, and then they just called it Max. They dropped the HBO for some reason, and then they they came back to it. They're like, wait, no, we need HBO.
Wait.
We need the brand. So that was fun. That was a little for all you streaming service lore people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean nothing wrong with that.
Stuff.
I think Netflix is probably the OG, right?
I mean, dude, you remember those days when you had the discs?
I was watching Netflix on the Wii. You ever watch Netflix on the Wii?
Dude, Netflix on the Wii, there's nothing like it.
Netflix on the Roku.
Pirates on a Boat, Netflix on the Roku.
And now I just have TV. Like it's just on my TV, Netflix. I don't have it, but it's there. I have a Netflix button on my remote.
Isn't that wild?
Talk
how
about
much
capitalism.
Did the companies pay to have their button on the remote?
What if the remote people paid Netflix?
Actually, that makes more sense.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the Netflix has got to be paying the remote people, right?
Yeah, that's.
You're the remote. You could just make any buttons on there. You don't have to listen to Netflix.
You can also just use the universal remote with your TV. You don't have to use that remote with the Netflix button.
True. There's way too many remotes now.
You can
Remotes
also use your
and
phone. I'm
remotes,
sure there's an app.
Dude, Using your phone as a remote is so funny. It's just what why doesn't every TV do that? I think that should be a thing for every single TV. Just no remote, just use your phone as a remote.
Two things that came to my mind when you said that. One, in order to get into my high school, we had to get metal detected, and we should talk about that. Two, one day while I was bored standing in line, because it takes 10 minutes to get into my high school, because every single person has to go through a metal detector.
Oh my god.
We're standing in, the hallway was called the arcade, but it's just like, it's basically like a courtyard with a roof. It's not quite outside. Like you walk through doors to get in there, but it's like brick floors, brick walls, and then you kind of walk into indoor rooms off of the arcade area. So we're in the arcade, which is really just a giant like open space where they can scan you in. And there's a bunch of TVs like high up on the wall, maybe like 6 feet up on the wall, that just normally just spin through announcements like, oh, this is what lunch is going to be today. Oh, shout out to this teacher who's doing this club's going on this trip, or join sports for the spring, signups are in 2 weeks, those kind of things. That's what's normally on the TV. I was bored in line. We had like 10 minutes, and I was like, I bet I can get the remote on my phone. So I download some sketchy app that allows me to download a different sketchy app that allows me to access these TVs as if they're my own.
No way.
So I just started playing YouTube on one while we're in line.
That is power.
Nobody notices.
They're all too busy metal.
The next day, I do the same thing. Nobody notices. That was a Friday. We come back on Monday.
Are you just watching YouTube for pleasure at this point, or
for pleasure in line on the TVs?
just watching frisbee golf highlights?
No, this was pre all the golf. This was, I don't know what I was watching.
Clash Royale deck building challenge.
Honestly, no, it wouldn't have been that nerdy. It would have just been, it might have been just been basketball, honestly.
That makes sense.
I don't know what I was watching. Maybe skateboarding. I was big into
okay.
skateboarding at that time, so it could have been some skateboarding.
Heck yeah.
That was Friday, the second day that I was watching it on there. Come back Monday to school, it's patched. I can't get in with my app.
What?
I download a different app, works perfectly again. Then my phone stops working. And I'm like, why is my phone not working anymore? And then I realize I have like 64 gigs of storage on my phone. 59 gigs are being taken up by these two apps that are just a remote.
Interesting.
So who knows what the heck I downloaded onto that phone.
Is that the last time you used that phone, or were you able to delete it?
It was cooked. That was probably in the fall. It was gone by December. It was just done.
Just malware.
So if you have a 13-year-old in your life who you know is downloading sketchy apps to control TVs, tell them to stop. It'll cost them their phone.
Then probably all of their personal information.
Yeah, I mean, that's
already gone.
That's already gone.
You're already.
If you want personal information from a 13-year-old,
You don't have.
you don't have to download an app. You just make a TikTok and they'll probably fill it out. If you go viral enough.
That the TikTok trend. That's the only reason I know this is because my brother and sister. It just is literally a trend about like tell me about yourself, and there's a AI voice that's like singing a song. Basically, it's like, this is my name, this is my age, this is where I'm from. It's just all
Just
of
asking
these-
your
all
social
of these
security
kids are
verifiable.
just like willingly posting these TikToks of all of their information.
I live
My
in this
address,
city.
My email address, my phone number, my name.
It's all of that?
Yeah, it's not like
Oh,
it doesn't
man.
get that detailed.
Oh,
but
jeez.
it's
Oh,
pretty-
jeez, Rick.
It's not too good, Rick. There's a bunch of people, they're giving away their social information.
The high school I went to was a good school. It wasn't in the greatest neighborhood, but it wasn't in like It was just in a normal neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
in Cincinnati. And then yeah,
What's
one
normal for Cincinnati?
just normal.
All right.
Normal people.
Shiny, happy people. REM?
Um,
No? Okay.
I'm with you. I'm just 10 seconds behind on that.
He's just
Loading.
yeah. We got slow Wi-Fi in the building. So.
I gotta wait for the dinner to process, and then
Yeah,
I'll be
we're still.
I'll be
digesting.
thinking a little brighter. Metal detectors. Yeah, they showed up one day. That actually was pretty good delivery.
Metal detectors.
Metal detectors. Yeah, they showed up one day, and then we had to walk through them. And that caused me to stand in line for 10 minutes every morning, and that was not cool.
That's pretty epic. Did you ever take a gun to school?
No.
Oh, okay. So what you're telling me is that these metal detectors weren't doing a whole lot. Have you ever known anybody that was in an active shooter?
Like that situation?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I mean,
I don't.
praise God that I don't.
Yeah.
That'd be very scary. But it's crazy that just happens.
Yeah. America.
America. Apparently in Turkey too, they had a couple. Turkeys, they're trying to bump up their numbers, but they're not going to catch us. Can't catch the goat.
I mean, we've been in the game a long time.
Hey, come on, respect. We're like LeBron. We're
Don't do this.
40 years old. Should be retired, but we're still going.
They lost last night
I'm sorry.
in
Sorry to
Houston.
bring it up.
I'm kind of
Okay,
beat
this
up
whole-
about it.
Josh is going to be checked out of this whole pod now.
He brought it up.
He's
By
still digesting. Then now he's
this goes live on Friday.
Yeah.
They will have won the series by then.
okay. Well, you know what? They won't know how happy you are though, because then
They won't
when we
know.
record on Friday, they won't know until Monday.
They won't know.
It's all right.
But yeah, they lost yesterday.
So since they're winning, how much are you gambling on them?
I don't bet on sports, man. Sorry.
Shoot.
Betting on sports is a cancer. We've talked about. I've brought this up before.
It's not good.
It's really bad. You and me, we are the target audience for that.
Yeah.
Young men. Oh my gosh, the amount of young men I know who just waste hundreds of dollars betting on sports is insane.
I remember Arizona used to be illegal to bet on sports. This was like a couple of years ago. I remember the day that it got approved. I started seeing all these advertisements that I'd never seen before. DraftKings, MGM, whatever. FanDuel. Just, they were going so hard, dude. And now there's like a sports betting billboard every other billboard. It's crazy. It's literally Rafi sports betting.
Rafi sports
Rafi
betting.
sports
Rafi sports
Rafi
betting.
sports betting. Yep.
Yeah. I just think it's foolish. You could. I'll devil's advocate here. You could claim it's like entertainment. It makes the product better. It just enhances the watching experience. But people, it's an addiction and it's bad.
I mean,
and it needs to be talked about and treated like such.
that's the thing is that it does enhance the watching experience to such an extent that like you're getting a high off of it.
No, people are literally getting
They're getting
so high
they're
off
getting
of this.
pumped, man. Imagine if you have a sizable chunk of cash riding on something, and then he sinks that 3, and you're just like, "Bro, let's go!" It's just yeah, like that. I can imagine, bro. If I had money riding on Rory, and when he hits that last drive at the Masters,
You would be devastated.
that would be probably the most.
That'd be the end of all
Insane.
drywall in the local vicinity.
The drywall would not stand a chance.
Drywall is shaking in
I
its
would go
boots when
to
it
Home
sees
Depot,
Rory.
the local Home Depot, and find all the drywall there that's not even
Just
installed.
beat it up.
Just pre-hole it for them. Be like, hey, are you a sports fan? Do you go shopping at Home Depot? Well, we here at Home Depot, we now sell drywall with holes already included. So you don't have to worry about that. But dude, that would be the most insane final hole for me. I would go from the lowest
And
point
he
of my
took
life
a long
to the highest
time
point of my life.
to hit that second shot. When he was off to the right,
Man, dude, that took like 3 years.
he hit it over that tree. He probably was sitting over that ball for 4 minutes.
He took the same amount of time to hit that shot as Mr. Cam Young takes at the top of his backswing.
So true.
Now that's a deep cut.
Just an
folks.
eternity.
In eternity. But it's sports betting is they
It's so
banned it
bad.
in Europe, right?
They what?
I think it's banned in Europe, right?
I'm not versed in European legislation.
I think I don't know. I feel like it was either banned in Europe, or it is legal in Europe, and then they had to ban it. I think that's what happened.
Had to ban it. had to just choose government regulation.
Well, I mean,
Had to let the government have power over individuals.
When your young men of your society are
Yeah, it's true.
collapsing on themselves with sports betting. You know how much in debt we are? Like,
Education I think, is a solution, not restriction. Just
I agree.
That's my 2
Let
cents.
people be free, for sure.
let them be free. If they want to make foolish decisions, that's on them. However,
But also,
ignorant decisions is more of the problem.
letting people put their sneakers on Afterpay is a little. We might need some guardrails, folks. Sometimes in bowling, I usually like to let everybody have fair game if they don't want to put the guardrails up. But when you see some people take a few shots in bowling and it just goes straight into the gutter, you're just like, all right, let's put the guardrails up. Let's just let.
Is this an argument for welfare? Because it kind of sounds like you're arguing for welfare.
For people who think that, I can definitely afford these sneakers now that there are just 4 easy payments of $20. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just people who think like that. People who are like, oh yes, I can afford this because it's only $1. I'm gonna put my DoorDash. For one, I'm gonna DoorDash. 2, it's McDonald's.
DoorDashing is hard work, man.
No. Sorry. I'm going to order DoorDash, not the DoorDashers. The DoorDashers, God bless those people. Uber drivers, DoorDashers, all those guys. They do the...
We need to pull them out.
Dude, we need to rescue them. They're getting used.
If the DoorDashers and the Uber drivers decide to revolt,
dude, it would complete societal collapse.
complete society, that's the foundation that every brick is laid on.
Besides Christ.
Hmm.
He's the cornerstone, and then right next to him are Uber and DoorDash.
They're like,
They're pretty close.
not only are they the scum of the earth, but also they're the most cherished and needed people in all of society.
Dude, I mean...
And I'm allowed to say that. I'm one of them. Back in the day, I was driving DoorDash.
I know plenty of people. I might be there one day. I don't think I will.
I think there's more for you. If you're still here in 40 years driving DoorDash,
If you're still driving DoorDash in 20 years,
I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna come over there.
No, you don't get to live like the rest of us, okay? You're smart.
You got something.
You got something, all right?
You got a
You
gift.
know what I give? To have a mind like yours?
To have a mind like yours.
You know
Yeah,
what I give to
I'm
be
gonna
smart
wake
like
up-
you?
I'm gonna wake up-
I'm gonna be DoorDashing like this the rest of my life, huh?
Just hopped off the train in Jersey, dude.
I think we just gave an Oscar-worthy performance right there. It's pretty good. I hope everyone enjoyed that.
I hope there's more for you out there than that.
I think there is. I'm just saying.
I know there is.
During the grind, when the grind happens,
I've been on that grind.
to be when you're in between, in between the lines, when you're in the middle, you know what I'm saying?
I think I was 18 or 19 when I was door dashing, and I think it's acceptable for a few months when you're 18 or 19.
I was doing Walmart.
Or if you're unemployable.
I went the Walmart route. Some people go the DoorDash
Right,
route. I went
right.
the Walmart. I dashed to Walmart.
I think a lot of people who get out of incarceration, it's hard for them to get employment, and I think that's a route to where they can really make some money.
Yeah.
So
Get those people jabs. Get them at the gas pumps. We already talked about
We
that.
were talking about gas pumps earlier. Gas pump, big gas pump agenda over here.
Big gas pump guy.
Yeah.
No, did I tell you? Did I ever told you about one of my first job interviews? Was at this little place.
At the pizza
At
place.
the pizza place.
And you crashed your car.
I crashed my car.
Okay, start from the beginning.
yeah,
Start from the
sorry,
beginning.
So, I was there's this little spot called Fratelli's Pizza in Flagstaff. If you've never been, Fratelli's, it's the best pizza place around.
It's the Fratelli's.
It's a Fratelli's. Great pizza. But I was like, yeah, I want to work there. I want to learn how the sausage is made, you know? And thought it'd be a cool gig, right? You're like 18 years old. You get to hang out with all the, probably a bunch of cute girls in there and whatnot. And so I went to go interview there and got my collared shirt on and my tie, and then got my resume all printed out. And then I am backing in. Sorry, I got an itch. I'm backing into the my parking space, and I'm looking behind me, and I just crashed my car into the wall. I like totally hit their wall, and I was like, well, that's embarrassing. So I get out of my car, I walk in, and then I'm just like, I hope they didn't see that. It's okay. I just I'm giving my resume. It's all good. And then I hand her my resume, or I don't hand her straight up. I was just like, hey, how's it going? She's like, is your car okay? I'm like no. She saw it. And so I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's just a little fender bender. But it's okay. That's why we have bumpers, right? And I hand her my resume. And so I was just like, well, I waltz out of there, just completely turn back around. I'm like, yeah, just give me a call, let me know if you want an interview. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting an interview in that place. And then, a couple weeks go by. Walmart accepts me because they accept everyone, right? And so
Anything that walks.
if it walks and, can, I mean,
And if
stuff that
someone
doesn't walk,
has a disability, I'm sure they can get hired there.
yeah, they accept literally anybody.
Yeah,
But,
that would be harassment if they didn't, I think.
Yeah, it'd be bad, but
Discrimination based on disability. I'm not for it.
no, it's not good.
I'm just taking
It's not good.
very
folks.
mild
We're-
political
here at
stances
Walmart,
today.
we like everyone. I might do too. But I'm on my way to my first day at Walmart, and I'm 18. I'm even more naive and conflict averse than I am now, and which is saying something. And I get a call from Fratelli's, and they're like, hey, do you want to come in for an interview? I'm like, no way. No way these guys want to interview me. And I was like, oh, sorry, I'm like kind of on my way to my job. Like, I got a job. I'm sorry, I can't take the interview. And I didn't realize, like, you can just kind of say no and not show up to a job. Like, it doesn't really matter. Oof. It doesn't really matter. I just didn't realize that, though. So I totally could have interviewed it for a position at a nice little pizzeria, but instead I went and worked at Walmart for 2 months. So
Once upon a time,
that's my story.
long ago, this was my first position I was ever hired for. Dewey's Pizza,
No.
the pizzeria. That was my first job.
Did you know that my grandma's grandfather's name was Dewey? How would you know that?
No, Otto, I didn't know your
No, I didn't know
grandmother's
that.
grandfather's name was Dewey. Cool.
Well-
Sounds pretty cool.
I bet he was a cool guy.
And yeah, I worked in the pizza place for probably almost a year.
Let's go, dude. How was that? What'd you do there?
I worked doubles on the weekends. That's what I did there.
Yeah. Were you
Um,
kind of doing it all? In every man?
well, they put the pretty faces in the front of the house.
Hey. So, hey, I know
So
what
I
you're
was
doing.
busting
You
tables,
were putting on the charm.
putting on the charm. Yeah, it's a 45-minute wait. Can I get your phone number?
Hey, I can
Oh,
make that
sorry.
a little bit sweeter.
Can I get a refill for you there, sir? Ma'am, you look so good in that dress. Can I offer you a salad?
We've got quite the antipasto.
But yeah, Dewey's
Man,
Pizza.
could we get you a salad?
My
Would you like Peppers and Parmesan with that.
Peppers and Parmesan.
Would you like a side of ranch?
That was all actually
yeah.
already on the table. The peppers and Parmesan. That was on every single table in
So
there.
you said, feel free.
Hey, feel
Peppers
free.
and Parmesan is on the table.
Just say when.
Oh, is it a little shaker?
No, it was. Well, yeah, it was a shaker, but they could just shake it
Little classic,
themselves. Yeah.
This is self-shaken.
I got paid a percentage of tips being a server's assistant, and my manager stole $20 from me at one point.
Yo. Not cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Dewey, we don't appreciate that.
Her name
Mrs. Dewey.
was Alicia.
Alicia, hey. Alicia Dewey. We know who you are. And we're going to have you on the pod. 2 years, okay?
Hey, come on the pod. We've got a lot to discuss.
Yeah.
I was also like 14.
And bring
very
$20.
Yeah, bring $20 plus inflation.
True, dude. That's like, that'll be, in 2 years, that'll be like $400.
Could be. I think that's how that works.
It's probably how it works.
But yeah, I actually enjoyed that job. It was really hard work,
Yeah.
especially for a 14-year-old. I remember the shift, some of them would end 11 p.m., midnight, and
Dude,
I would just be exhausted.
Oh, man, dude.
I
If
would
was
work so
14,
hard to
dude.
mop those floors, wipe down those windows, do the dishes, like
Dude, what were you making an hour? Probably
$5.
dude.
I was probably making
I was
probably making $7 an hour and then plus like $4 an hour in tips. It's like $11.
Dude, that's wild. 11.
And this was hard work, dude. I was like
wouldn't need to work at the
carrying plates everywhere, carrying pizzas out to tables, getting refills, bussing tables.
And this is all. And then during the day, you had to walk through a metal detector.
Yeah, during the day,
Worried
getting
for
metal
your life
detected.
the whole time. This is the modern American child. Working at a pizzeria and then having to dodge gunfire at school.
Towards the very end of my stint working at Dewey's Pizza, I was in high school. I had a little high school GF,
Oh.
and she thought it was cool that I had a job, so I stayed on a little longer.
Let's go. We love the high school.
Big man with a job, because I had to wear a uniform. I had to wear a nice
Ladies
nice
love
outfit.
a man in uniform.
And I had to wear nice pants, black shoes, and my Dewey's Pizza t-shirts.
Dude, let's go. Dewey's. Hey.
Some of the Dewey's Pizza t-shirts had a little bit of sauce on them. They were stained a little bit. Some of them were like wearing out because they'd been worn so much hard work put in those t-shirts.
A lot of character, a lot of charm, a lot of history.
Terrible.
You recently got a nice little pair of pants.
You like those other pants I was wearing the other night?
You should have worn them tonight.
I'm scared of wearing light colored clothes in this. I know I'm saying that as I'm wearing a white shirt, but in the studio, just with all of the
You know,
many men
if you were
wish death
here for
upon
episode
me,
2, they would understand.
they would understand.
They'd understand. Go
Um,
back to watch episode 2. We'll put a timestamp in the description.
timestamp it. White clothes. The pants I was wearing, yeah, I pulled those off Saturday night and Sunday morning.
And Monday. Today? Did you wear them today?
No, I didn't wear them today.
I thought you were gonna wear them on your first day.
We were playing billiards Saturday night.
Mm.
Put the nice pants on. Good times.
Nothing like billiards with new pants. By the way, you're employed. How? This is your first day.
Technically,
of
yeah.
Work, huh?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It kind of just fell into place. I don't want to get into it right now. We'll save it for a future episode, but I'm excited for the future.
Sounds good. That's a good leader.
Yeah. Everybody's gotta be working hard. You could say. Hardly working.
Working hard or hardly working?
Oh man. What have you had any other, like, what are some of your other crappy jobs you've had? You did Walmart. What was after Walmart?
Dirty jobs.
Dirty jobs, and they're done dirt.
Did I tell you that we sung Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap we didn't sing it 3 times, but it played 3 times during a karaoke session in Japan before I met up with you. And
In Kyoto?
in Kyoto. So we were in this karaoke
Cyanide.
bar, and they kind of shut you in a room, and they give you a remote, and it's all Japanese. And so we couldn't figure it out, and we ended up playing this Dirty Deeds just on loop for the entire session.
That sucks.
And so it just kept replaying, and we were all a little...
I mean, AC/DC is fine for what it is. And it's honestly,
It was-
AC/DC
it was-
for what it is pretty cool.
It was good for one time, just
Mm.
not over.
For 3 minutes, it's good.
Yeah, for the length.
And
of
if
the
you could have
song,
gone
it's good.
to another AC, if you could have shook me all night long,
Different AC/DC.
Thunderstruck, Highway to Hell, something like that.
Yeah, that would
Good
be
times.
a great little track list. But no, immediately after Walmart, what did I do? I think I got my job that I was in for did for 4 years.
Wow.
I only had 2 jobs.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
I've had like 20 jobs.
Dude, my employment history is very short. Not very experienced with the whole.
One of my favorite Get Hyped songs is For Those About to Rock.
We salute you.
Yeah, more AC/DC. It was just relevant. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry that happened to you, that you were trapped in that room.
We were confined. We didn't really notice the passage of time besides this AC/DC playing, and then the guy opens the door and the music is blasting full tilt, and he's like, "Your session is over." We're like, "What? We didn't get to sing." That's my karaoke story.
Solid.
Tell us about this RPG.
Kaboom.
Kablow.
Kablow. The RPG?
The Cambodian RPG.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So in
For
Cambodia-
$500, I was in Phnom Penh.
And for all
and-
those who don't know where Phnom Penh is,
It's the capital city of Cambodia.
boom, there you go.
It's kind of in the like south central part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of war and genocide in that country very recently throughout history.
Mm.
In the 90s and 80s, a lot, like literal genocide in that country, and it's very sad.
Yeah.
Phnom Penh, you can shoot RPGs for money because Cambodian real, that's their currency
That's
there,
real freedom.
is not very strong. So if you have American money and you go to their country, you have the opportunity to do crazy things. And for $500, you can RPG a cow. Not to eat, not to... just for the fun of the game.
And how big of a cow are we talking here?
Full cow.
Full cow.
I didn't do this. I think I've said that to you before.
No, I know you haven't done this, but still, I think this is top 10 missing out moments.
Missing out. Well, I'm going back.
We are going back.
Back to Phnom Penh.
I am coming with you, and I am going to also RPG a cow.
Great.
We're going to spend $1,000 collectively in RPG.
2 RPGs, 2 cows.
And then that's going to be a whole podcast. It's going to be called 2 RPGs and 2 cows. And $1,000. That's going to be a banger episode.
There's this kind of thing that I've learned in my travels. It's called like empathy tourism, or like going to a tourist place that preys on the empathy of the traveler. I think the most apparent version of this is in Poland and Germany.
What'd you call it? Sorry?
Empathy tourism.
Empathy tourism, yeah.
Just you can go to concentration camps and places where like crimes against humanity and historical atrocities have occurred.
Yeah.
And in Phnom Penh, you have the opportunity to go to the killing fields, which is just another concentration camp.
Whoa.
Just outside the city and there. And a lot of people like made it a point. They're like, we're here. We have to go to this. A lot of travelers, I mean, that I've said that. The local people that I talked to were like, what? Why would you go to that?
Yeah, why
Um,
would you wanna?
and it's really expensive compared to a lot of other things in the country to go
Interesting.
there. Um, and it's really heavy because there's a lot of death and injustice that occurred there. And I've just kind of decided that I'm not for empathy tourism.
Hmm, that makes sense.
I want to go to Germany. I went like even when I was in Vietnam, I went to the War Remnants Museum in Saigon, and it was just hard. Like I just left. I
Hmm,
was only there. I went to some of the parts where you get to look at the vehicles and the weapons and that kind of stuff, and that was really interesting to me. But seeing all of the injustice, the
hmm.
crimes against humanity, that was really hard.
Yeah, man, it's not. It's tough to see that, and also I guess to. I mean, I could only imagine to like stand in it too.
Yeah, I in Vietnam, like going into the tunnels outside of
Hmm.
Ho Chi Minh City, where the Viet Cong were, like the literal
Yeah,
tunnels that they were in, that were getting bombed and flamed, and
like
like
flooded with Agent Orange.
Americans died there. So many Americans died there. So many Vietnamese, so many innocent Vietnamese. So like
Yeah,
it was a terrible war.
not a
Obviously,
good war.
it was terrible, and it was a war. All war is pretty
Yeah,
terrible, I would say. But
it's terrible for a war, which is saying something.
another thing is like they just once again, that's a very expensive thing to do in Ho Chi Minh City,
Hmm.
and it's in the same like vein as empathy tourism.
Hmm.
Do you think you detected any of that in Nagasaki or Hiroshima? I know we didn't go to Nagasaki or Hiroshima, but were you at all pulled to those places just because of the?
I actually contemplated this when I was thinking about when I decided, okay, I'm going to Japan because uh, I did have a couple conversations with some people who were there, kind of before we met up, just about like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I, from what from what I was kind of heard and just was able to talk to people about, it just seems that yeah, there is. I think it's something that you can't really experience unless you're in that city, you know, because even though I was in I was in the same country, and there's plenty of other.
I mean, where we were in Osaka was not that far away. We could have made the trip. We just chose not
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
That wasn't what we were planning on doing while we were there.
yeah. I mean, it's just barely further south, little more southwest, and but still, I mean, there's plenty of other cities that were like firebombed because, and that was insanely effective because back then all of their buildings were basically like just paper and wood, and I think it would have been one of those circumstances, kind of like what you're talking about, just being really heavy. And I don't I don't know if this is true, but I'm sure they have a spot where it's like this is the epicenter. Like I'm sure they have a shrine or
A
something.
museum or a memorial or
Yeah,
something.
it's just like the Twin Towers. They have those, and I went to visit that when I was in 8th grade. And they have these. They obviously have those fountains where the original tower stood, and then you can go underground and you see like the rubble and the. I mean, and then they they have photos of every single person on the walls, and that was that was tough. That was hard for me to, especially in like 8th grade as a kid. I'm walking through this museum uh, for 9/11, and yeah, just you kind of you can't possibly experience the gravity of any situation, any crime against humanity. Obviously, there's levels that there's tragedies like 9/11, then there's complete and utter genocides that happen across the world. And I mean, thank God that we haven't had something like that, like genocidal level, happen on our soil. But yeah, you can't really experience the true gravity unless you're obviously there. But you can still feel it in a way that you wouldn't if you're just learning about it in history class, or if
Yeah.
you're just, when you're standing in that location, there's a weight to it. And I could only imagine if I was in Hiroshima or Nagasaki that would be the same case.
It would be hard.
It would be. I think it would be really tough.
Yeah,
And
I was really
I would be curious what I would feel like as an American too, because
Just-
if I was like some guy from
another country.
yeah, like Denmark or whatever, and just visiting.
You're like, oh, this wasn't my country.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay, yeah, this is Japan, and then America did this. But if I'm like an American, and I mean just through and through, and I'm coming over to Japan, and it's like, whoa, like, and also I mean, another crazy thing too is talking to people. I know my ex-girlfriend, and then also some people we know from church, like talking to them about their families. Their grandparents were in the internment camps, and that's crazy for me to think about. Like, grandparents are not like, that's not far off.
One thing that I tried to remember a lot when I was in Cambodia was that everyone who was there who was over the age of 40 lived through genocide.
Wow.
So any
That's
adult
incredible.
that you see, all the parents, anybody who's going to work, like, yeah, they lived through that. Maybe they were little kids if they were closer to 40, but if they're like 60, yeah, they were our age when their country was at war with their country.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. That's incredible to think about, that they were in that. I mean, obviously it's not incredible in the sense that it's like good. It's just fascinating.
That's a unique human experience,
Yeah.
for sure.
That would be insane.
Two things. One, you said there was no genocide in our country. I mean, you could argue Trail of Tears in our country, Native Americans dying, and you could say slaves in the Jim Crow South. Those are both like terrible atrocities that have happened in American history that I don't think should be forgotten
Yeah.
and should be studied, and just so that it never happens again, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean,
I knew what you meant, like compared to 1940s Germany. It's not the same.
compared to the, just the.
I mean, but also there was Japanese concentration camps in the United States as well. That kind of
That's the
thing.
thing. Yeah, we did have internment camps and
Yeah.
imprisoning
But-
people, and it's crazy too. The story with like, I remember talking to people from our church, and he was just telling me about the experience that his family had, and the Americans just came to his family and they're like, yeah, you get a suitcase and you're gone like tomorrow. And then they're like, well, there's no assurance for your land or your property or anything you owned. So when they came back after, what was it, like 5 years? They had nothing. And praise God, what our buddy at church, his family, their neighbors, who obviously weren't, Japanese or anything, they took over their land and like held it for them. And then when they got back from the internment camps, they're like, yeah, here you go. But not everyone has had nice neighbors.
Yeah,
like
of
that,
course not.
So, yeah, everyone just lost everything. I mean, but it'd be very curious because I definitely want to go back to Japan. And I definitely want to see more of the rural areas, but it would be in like northern Japan. But I definitely want to go to
Yeah.
Hiroshima or Nagasaki, because that would be, I don't know. I don't know how it would make me feel. Then again, though, I don't want to feed into empathy tourism.
Empathy tourism. The first time I think I truly experienced it was when I was in DC at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. I don't know
yeah.
exactly what that place is called, the cemetery.
Tomb of the Unknown.
Is it just Washington Cemetery?
What the whole cemetery is called?
Yeah.
Crap, I should.
It might
know
be
this.
President's Cemetery or Washington, something like that.
Something like that. It's, crap, dude.
I'm sorry for forgetting. But
Yeah.
I remember being there and just hating that day. I was just walking around that cemetery, which is a beautiful piece of land, so well maintained. They've got all those white crosses in the ground, and when I was there, they were doing a service for some of the veterans who had lost their lives in service. They're having a memorial, so got to see what that service looked like. Yeah, just it didn't inspire any kind of good feelings in me. I think if I went back maybe older, I would appreciate it more. And I think it's something that you need to feel, but I don't know if you need to dwell in that necessarily.
Yeah, I think it can also be used against certain people.
Yeah.
I think it can be used as, and this is a fine line to walk, but I think there is a level of responsibility for everyone to take. Like, there's a level of responsibility that, okay, like, these things did happen. You know, like, the Native Americans were never treated fairly. And
Are you
they're
talking
still
about
not
kind
treated
of
fairly.
and a feeling of inciting shame in someone else based on history?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I get that, you know, you could draw an argument that, like, okay, like, I'm benefiting, I guess, from, I don't even know what.
I'll say this in a more general way.
Yeah.
I'll say throughout history, marginalized groups and people in weaker positions have gotten the bad end of the deal
Yeah.
over and over again. I think the best way for this to not happen in the future is through just education of the people. And luckily, we live in a republic where we can vote and we can choose what our values are, but just education so that people can make decisions with information based on history, I'll say.
Yeah. I think history is one of the more important subjects. And I think I would always get kids coming up to me. I say that like I'm a teacher. I would get like some of my classmates would come up to me and they would just be like, why are we learning history? Like, this is so dumb. Like, who cares what happened to these people? And I would always just think, like, for one, I just kind of thought it was cool.
You had some
like,
curiosity there.
Yeah, I was just curious, I guess. So for me, I was just like, oh, I mean, that's weird that you don't think this is interesting. But then obviously when you kind of grow and your cortex starts to develop, it's still
I'm
not
still
there.
working
It's
on
still
that.
Not there. We're still far.
I'm still
from it.
only
If you
50%
can't-
downloaded.
If you couldn't tell from what are we in now? I can't tell. If you couldn't tell from here, so I can get this right. If you couldn't tell.
Oh, we're at hour 1.
Oh, dude. If
Basically.
you couldn't tell from now until 56 minutes ago, our brains are not developed.
Oh man. Oh jeez.
Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying?
Brain development, history.
History. It's important to study history, guys. You gotta know your facts. What were you telling me early onset Republican the other? What was that because of?
Yeah. Studying history will give you early
what
on.
was that because of? Because I was complaining about what? What was I complaining about that was early onset Republican?
I don't remember.
Crap, I wish I could. But you know what's really early onset Republican? History. if there's guys who are into history.
Oh man.
That's
Yeah,
what
you gotta run away from those types.
Honestly, though, I know a lot of history teachers who are not Republican, though.
That's true.
I feel like most history teachers are the opposite.
Take politics out of history.
For sure, dude. You gotta be neutral.
One of our best friends, he's about to move out to Hawaii. When we inevitably boys trip out to Hawaii,
Oh, dude, this is gonna be legend.
I want to go to Pearl Harbor.
Okay, I thought you said you were against empathy tourism.
I am against empathy tourism. However,
I want to go too. I'll go with you.
you want to see the Arizona?
Oh, dude, absolutely.
She's still leaking oil to this day.
Dude, I love that we keep her around. I want to go see it.
Okay.
I would love to go see Pearl Harbor. Let's do it.
I feel like, however, a tragedy. I think almost 1,500 Americans died that day. I don't know for sure. That's just an estimate. It could be 15,000. I think it's about 1,500.
I don't. Yeah, I think that sounds right to me. I don't want to. You know. I'm
pulling that from.
I'm really sorry. This is
I'm
like
pulling that from way in the
annals of
back.
history class from like, I don't know, 8th grade or something. But
Um,
I'm really sorry if a ton more people died. But that's the number. that
That's where I'm
thinking
at.
of.
One of the biggest tragedies in American history, I would say, is
Pearl Harbor.
the attack on Pearl Harbor. And I feel like leaving there, because it's still an active military base and there's still Navy and Air Force who serve there,
Mm-hmm.
I think I could be more inspired about the future rather than just leaving upset.
Right.
Like, I could leave there knowing, like, okay, this is what, I mean, obviously that pulled the United States into the war, and that eventually led to a lot less suffering.
Right.
There was no death in vain,
Mm-hmm.
but even though this tragedy happened, I think world peace was then in the future because of it.
It's crazy how God works, man.
Residual world peace, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I mean, some would say that, you know, ever since World War One, well, I guess the U.S. wasn't super involved, but you can just trace World War One all the way to, obviously, directly to two. And then you get into the Cold War, and we've just been at war ever since.
Yeah,
I feel like war
you
never
skipped Korea and Vietnam, but yes.
That's what I'm saying is that the war has never stopped. Like the whole the Cold War encompasses Korea, Vietnam, all of these places.
And then you could just shift Afghanistan and then Iraq and then now
Exactly.
Iran.
And it's just so yeah. We're fighting communism, then we're fighting terrorism, then we're fighting all these wars, and it's just endless, you know. And I mean,
Yeah, it just speaks to human nature.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
I hope
necessarily.
one day we can be in like a little bit of a is a smart word I'm looking for here, but my brain
Community, unity,
no
brotherhood,
just like a hiccup, a breather, if you will,
a breather.
on the whole war situation. But you know, it's like you said, man, it's in our nature.
It's in our nature, that's for dang sure.
It's yeah. I don't think there's.
As sad as this talk has been, it is the safest and most prosperous time in all of humanity.
Yeah.
So, like, if you think about today, the people who have PTSD, that was every fourth person throughout all of history until recently.
Yeah, man. Like we have it very good.
We've got it good.
And we've
Some
got,
perspective and some gratitude is just,
yeah.
it's
There's
great.
nothing like it. I've been working on gratitude actually lately,
Yeah?
cause just contentment really.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
there's a secret.
It's a good one. What's the said secret?
No, it's a secret
Oh,
to being content.
Yep, that's the
Um,
mystery, huh? But yeah, I've been working on that lately. Just
what
if
inspired
you
you?
gotta be. Well, I was feeling sad recently, and haven't felt sad in a while.
Give me a more descriptive word than sad.
I would say depressed.
Maybe not a description, but give me
What's going on?
what's behind that word. What's behind sad?
I think.
Were you upset? Were you vulnerable? Were you jealous?
I was
or
actually thinking about this because I have a hard time pinpointing where my feelings are exactly and like what's causing them.
just trying to go next level other than sad?
Yeah. Okay. Deeper level. This is a podcast after all. Yeah. The deeper level is I think I've been disappointed in myself as I've been kind of continually letting myself down. And it kind of creates this awful spiral where
Yeah.
and it is a pity party at the end of the day. But when I'm not executing on the things that I want to be pursuing, and then you get disappointed in yourself and angry at yourself that you're not doing that, and then it kind of leads to like feeling thinking less of yourself, and I think that all starts with what am I striving for, right? Like, it all strives from, wait a minute, if I look at my life objectively, I have a great life. I may feel sad. Everybody feels sad, bro.
Maybe say a different word other than great. Like you have a blessed life, a fruitful life,
Yeah, no, I have a very
interesting life.
interesting is a non-word.
You have a very captivating.
I would say, instead of saying great, if I look at my life objectively, I have I'm in a very blessed position, and I have my baseline needs met and exceeded.
Is that where that gratitude's coming from?
Yes. And I
Just
think,
trying to tie it back.
and I think exactly. And so that's where it's all stemming from, right? Is that I'm not content in my situation, and therefore I feel like I need to be doing something and being somewhere. And when I'm not there, I get disappointed, but I forget, like, no, I'm actually here, and this is okay, and this is good. I should be grateful for this moment and this thing in time.
Do you know what the like Me Too consent male paradox is?
No, I know what Me Too is.
Yeah,
I know what
so
the word consent is, and I know what paradox means. But when you combine them all,
this is gonna make sense if you stick with me, but you're gonna have to.
I'm locked in.
You're gonna have to
I've
lock
been
in.
talking for too long, so I'm locked.
So post Me Too movement, kind of the conversation about consent became more public and became just as important as it always was, but more apparent. And the paradox is I'll just say guys, if that offends people in relationships, I don't care. Guys who needed to ask for consent more weren't going to hear it. They heard the Me Too propaganda. They don't care. They're not going to ask for consent. They're just still going to
do what they do.
Like harass, interject, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that I don't mean like in a illegal way. I just mean just to make someone uncomfortable. Like a simple example, like arm around the shoulder, like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. That kind of thing. Like that's makes people uncomfortable. You should ask for consent. Yeah. And then the guys who never would talk to a girl would be like, oh my gosh, if I do anything, if I even try.
Here, you're talking.
If I even try to say something, I'm going to get Me Too'd. That kind of thing. So the paradox is at the high end, they're going to ignore the advice. And at the low end, they're going to take it so literally that they never even get like anywhere. I think this is also true when talking about giving motivational advice and hard work. I'm just once again going to use young men, as we are young men.
So where go off of, guys.
Where the hardworking men and the people who need that like verbal extrinsic motivation, who are already working 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, when they're like, and they hear the advice, oh, you need to work harder. They're like, oh, of course I need to work. They're already working 70 hours a week. Yeah. Of course I need to work harder. I just need to lock in even harder, clench my fists even tighter, like bite down even more, and then I will succeed. And the people at the low end who are living in their parents' basement, they're playing video games all day, they're smoking weed, drinking, whatever they're doing, and they get told that outside, like just in the same way that outside verbal advice, that they need to work harder. They also don't work harder, like, because they're like, that's going to be way too much. I can't work as hard as these super exceeding people.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to get a little bit better.
Mm. That's genius, dude.
So the paradox is telling someone to work harder or to work on their goals. A lot of times they can fall into those two categories.
Yeah.
So that's why you need intrinsic motivation. And I think
This is why you come to the OJ pod, dude.
That's why you
This
need-
is why you come.
that's why you need
Josh is the freaking guy, dude.
that's why you need inspiration. That's a very Montessori word for you, to inspire. Because then, like you were saying, you're upset about yourself.
Yeah.
Upset about yourself for not working harder.
Right.
Maybe that's at least how I understood it from what you said. So me telling you to just work harder will either, one, make you bite down and work harder, even though maybe you're already working 50 hours, 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
Maybe not in something that you can tangibly see, but your mind is focused on that for that many hours.
Yeah.
It's consuming your time.
Yeah.
And if you're just being a lazy piece of crap, just like I gave the examples of drinking and smoking and that kind of, but if you're just laying around on TikTok, that kind of thing, and I tell you to work
Just as
harder,
bad.
that's just going to push you away.
Right.
So I think in this time, while you're reflecting on gratitude, I would say, I would challenge you to focus on inspiration. Find the meaning behind the work, and then it will become free. You'll
What's
be
the
able to do it.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's times in my life where I've had to work really hard, and there's times in my life where I haven't.
Mhm.
And whenever I'm working really hard on something I really care about, it's so easy.
Yeah, because you want it to get done.
Exactly.
You want you want what's at the finish line.
There's some.
Dude.
There's something beautiful in just taking baby steps.
Nothing like it.
So,
I think we already got rid of our best 2 titles.
best 2 titles. Yeah, maybe. Who knows where we'll be with this one.
I mean, hey, best 2 titles is a great name. I've today it did hit me though. The gratitude. I was
Where did you find it? How did it hit you?
if I could recall a verse, was it Ecclesiastes? I think it's 3, something like that. 3:9 or something like that. To maybe you know where this is, but that everyone should eat and drink and take pleasure in all his toil.
Sounds like
For that is-
Ecclesiastes.
that is God's that is God's gift to us.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing, man. I was in my toil. I was knocking on doors. And
Just
just
doing
kinda
young
started-
entrepreneurial things.
dude, just, I kind of started having a little skip in my step. I just kind of started smiling and talking to God, and it was good. It was good times. It just, and then had a great conversation with this dude. Shout out to Sean. He's a skateboarder. Got to see him and, or meet him rather, and we had a little conversation, and yeah, man, it was a great day.
Can I ask you some
So,
guided questions?
The sure. Auto therapy time.
When you wanted to start this business and start being an entrepreneur, did you assume it was going to be easy?
No.
So you knew it was going to be hard.
Yes.
This is what hard feels like.
Mm.
Did you expect it to be easy?
No. I just.
So you knew it was going to be hard, and now it's hard. This is what you said, not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And this is what it feels like.
Yeah. I guess you're right, man.
But I'm saying that to inspire you.
I think I am feeling inspired right now.
Dude, that's what it's all about.
I think the past 5 minutes is literal gold. I think
Pod
if-
gold.
Okay, guys, pause the video and rewind 5 minutes.
Me trying to
we got-
inspire you.
We got liquid gold.
It's just gratitude, man. It's so important to have. For me, gratitude is a lot based on perspective. Like you were saying, you live a very, what, I forget what word you used. Very what life?
I live
A great.
Yes,
You live a very great life. Yeah.
great life.
And I think some perspective really has given that to me.
What where did you perhaps find or gain that perspective? What could people do to
We're getting deep here. You were being vulnerable, and now I'm being vulnerable.
Yeah, bro. It's all out on the table, bro.
If you've gone through something that's really hard, I don't forget it. And if you've lived through times that are hard, and then you're in a different season, you've moved past those times, you just know it could be worse. It's okay now. Maybe it's not great now. Maybe you're not high functioning now. You're just normal functioning. But if you can get out of dysfunctional and supersede something bad that was in the past, you can have gratitude for the present.
I think another thing that helps me, at least with perspective, is kind of what you consume. And I just mean like through your eyeballs.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you mean comparison?
Yes. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? And think about it now, dude. I talk about this is a very interesting conversation, but thinking about how much more of the world we see now compared to 50 years ago. Let's just say 50, not even that long ago. Half of one lifespan. And I think of it with girls is a great place to start, or men if you're into men. If you saw, like let's say the most attractive man or woman in your town, right? 50 years ago. That's like the only thing you saw. And now what you see is the most attractive people, men and women, ever in history. Like you said, there's no attractive people
in the
past. So we're at the peak of our game, bro. We've got the most food, great TV, for the most part, fresh water. We need to work on that one. But
I would say they might have had better food back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, well, dude, they didn't have the McRib. Bro, we've got the McRib. Nobody has that, bro.
I have a confession to make.
You like the McRib?
On Saturday, I spent $22 at Chick-fil-A. I was hungry.
What were you?
I was hungry, and I got in there.
Before we're going to not lose our place, we're going to bookmark this conversation. What was your order at Chick-fil-A?
2 chicken sandwiches, large fries, nuggets, lemonade. That might be it. 2 sandwiches, nuggets, fries, and lemonade.
That sounds.
But it was the new lemonade, the strawberry hibiscus, and I got 2 different sandwiches.
That sounds delicious, dude.
I grubbed out, brother.
Wow, that's incredible. That's 2 chicken sandwiches. What piece nugget? 6 piece?
12.
12.
I told you I was hungry.
12. Okay, so 12 large fry and was it a large drink?
Yeah, it was.
No, it was a large. $22 at Chick-fil-A. That's like one gift card.
I might have used points as well. It might have been more than that. The lemonade might have been free or something.
That's crazy.
She rung up the first meal. She's like, "That's gonna be $11," and I was like, "No, I need to get a few more things."
You're like, no.
There was nobody else with me.
You're talking to, ma'am.
You're dealing with the goat right now.
I'm afraid y'all. You don't know the go to Chick-fil-A yet.
You might need to sit down to put in the rest of this order.
I got Big Smoke's Chick-fil-A version for you, bro. Come on. Oh, that's incredible. What were we even talking about?
Where were we
Women?
bookmarked? Women in the past. We're in the most attractive stage.
So, comparison. I think an easy place to understand this is with mates, right? So, like I was saying, small city, yada yada. Now we can see the most attractive people ever, and
like who? No, I'm just kidding.
Josh, you're just setting me up for failure. Bradley Cooper, Let's just say that. He's an attractive fella.
I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry.
What? You don't know who Bradley Cooper is?
I know Sydney Sweeney.
Well, hey, yeah.
To each their own. You're more of that, and I'm.
Oh man! Now I'm gonna play this episode for your wife one day and be like, "Hey, look, Sydney Sweeney got him. We got him recorded."
She'll agree.
And then my wife will agree that Bradley Cooper's attractive.
We'll have him on the pod to
Dude,
discuss.
we're gonna have. Wait. Imagine you, me, Bradley Cooper, Sydney Sweeney, and our wives. This sounds like a great. This is a great pod.
That would be
That's
a lot.
gonna be. I think that'll be our last episode.
That
That'll be the grand finale.
we're gonna have to live stream that because we might not make it out.
That'll be our last episode because we will be dead by the end of it.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyways.
I'll be.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Josh just completely.
Comparison.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
So yeah, we're seeing the most.
There's always a
attractive
bigger
people now.
fish.
And then think about even just the small things, dude. We're seeing people's lifestyles. We're not only seeing. We're just seeing different stuff.
I've been to Miami.
Right. You see all of these different hobbies and things to do, and even just like these small little things, I think all creep into our minds, and we feel like we want to do everything. And there's only so much you can do, right?
Yeah.
You can't. You have 1 cup of water. You can't fill up 10 cups of water with 1 cup of water. I know I'm sounding like a Yogi Berra quote right now.
Be like water.
Be like water. It
Yeah.
fits. If it is in a bottle, it takes the shape of the bottle. If it is in a river, it flows. It cuts through rock. Anyways, you gotta stop looking at the internets.
You got to stop looking at the internets.
That's my conclusion.
That's your
Anyways,
conclusion. Yeah, I mean, comparing online is so obvious.
Morty, you're not gonna want to get on the internet anymore.
Morty. In my day, Morty.
Oh, why do I do Trump with Morty? We're with Rick, rather.
Imagine those two. Well, I mean, he did actually get a presidential pardon. Yo.
Trump, you're gonna try to president. I'm gonna become a turkey, Trump. No, you're not, Rick. Rick, I'm sorry. It's not gonna
The
work.
devolution.
It worked on that one president in your show.
The one president,
Frankly,
in
is not very smart. Not as smart as me.
a statesman.
I
if you
know
would.
he has a teleporter, but folks.
He's a teleporter.
Yeah, the president in Rick and Morty has a teleporter. I
Pretty
know
cool.
he has all this.
Wait, they have a
sci-fi
lightsaber, too.
technology. He has a lightsaber, but you're
I'm gonna kick you.
Mr. President. No, that was Rick. That was Rick.
President.
I can't. I think the more I do those,
The voices,
more
they're gonna blend.
They're gonna blend, and then both of them are gonna suck.
If there's any animators out there who'd like to make a short with us,
Dude,
I would love to voice Morty, and you can voice everyone else.
Perfect. I got you. I can do that.
I'll set up the audio.
Perfect.
I'm
He's our audio guy.
the audio guy.
He's our audio guy.
Audio guy.
Hey,
We can't.
Cusco.
Cusco.
What are we at time wise?
Well,
Is that an episode?
we could call it. I mean,
Dude, I think that was a pretty.
we could keep
we got a little
going.
Deep. I'm down to keep balling. Let's go 2 hours on this one.
I'm not down to go 2 hours. We can go a little bit longer. The people already know how long this episode is, so they know if I'm lying or not.
Yeah, imagine you just lied to everybody. We're not gonna do it.
Honestly, let's call it.
How many hours are we gonna do? 3 hours.
1 hour later.
An hour later.
Oh man.
Done.
All right. Well,
Nothing gets. Ain't nothing worse than that. You got any more fun ideas?
fun ideas. I don't have a notebook today. That's for sure.
That's for darn sure. Yeah.
Do you love the way?
Well,
Can we end with some inspiring things to say? I feel like that would be a good ending. As we were
I
talking
think-
about inspiration a
can
lot
we-
today.
I think let's end with inspirational, but can we also end with a good fact?
Yeah, you were doing a fact last
Yeah,
episode.
I did a fact last
We'll do one
episode.
more.
You had,
Otto's fact of the day.
oh.
Throw it to
kinda
Otto.
You kind of had some facts at the end of the episode. I thought you were gonna say for this one, but
You want me to say a fact?
yeah, it's your turn.
Top 100 most influential people to ever live. Cyrus the Great. That's not his real name. You could say Cyrus the Third.
Okay.
Conquered Babylon in the 6th century BC. Look it up.
All right.
It's not really a fact.
Cyrus the Great. He lived.
That's not his real name.
and
Cyrus the
he's-
Third.
Cyrus the Third. The Great. Third. Look it up. Great. Yeah.
Shout out Dan Carlin. Fact. That wasn't really
Is
a
that
fact.
hardcore history?
Yeah. Wait. You know Dan Carlin?
I just know about hardcore history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his show.
Yeah, I know.
Do you subscribe?
I don't know much about him. No.
I mean, I don't know much about him
him.
either. Just a great storyteller.
Yeah.
Do you pay for the show?
No.
Oh. It's like $20 a month, and I can't afford it right now.
Oh, I had no idea that there was that.
But I
much.
beg that one day I will find someone who will give me their login information. My productivity will fall off the
best
charts.
boat is your neighbor's boat.
The best boat is your neighbor's boat.
The best Dan Carlin hardcore history account is your neighbor's.
There's a few free episodes on Spotify, like 5 or 6. There's like a 12-hour series on Japanese history if you're interested.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I just want to. I think.
If we're talking imperialism, we can talk imperialism.
I mean, hey, I just think that any sort of government that wants to take control needs to study how the Japanese were turned from samurai warriors who committed suicide, and because of like shame or dishonor
into
in battle,
anime?
and they kamikazed naval warships into anime, like
Low
early
sex rates.
waifu,
Low test.
no birth. Yeah. So all you dictators out there, just study
This one's for the
that.
dictators.
Study that, and I think you should do well. So just do whatever they did in Japan. You'll be good.
Yeah.
You'll have yeah.
I would say at one point in history that was the country with the most nationalism,
Oh, dude, literally.
just across the board. Out of all 200 plus countries, they had the most nationalism, and now I don't think that's the case.
Yeah. It's just that's an incredible case study to me.
It's a good case study.
Have you seen the movie Silence?
I don't think so.
It's a Martin Scorsese movie about the Catholic priests who traveled to Japan, like the 1600s or something. Or it was
What
either
happened
the-
to 'em?
It was either the 15th or 16th century. Yeah, they got super hardcore tortured. It was.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest movies I think I've ever watched. Really good though, and it's really thought-provoking movie. Recommend it to anybody. That's my movie rec. Maybe we'll end with
According to
a movie rec.
anthropologists, Chinese civilization started between the Yellow and Yangtze River.
That's cool. According to.
That's my fact. That's what I'm sticking to.
All right, I like.
Look
that.
up
That's a good
Cyrus the Third, because there's some amazing stories there. And then also,
one. Read a biography on him.
yeah,
Yeah.
China started between the Yellow and Yangtze.
Yellow and
Some
Yankee.
inspiration. We're leaving with inspiration. You can do it.
If you're ever out there thinking to yourself that you can't do this, that it's too much, if you ever feel that something is insurmountable, you need to just split it up, because the way we see things is often insurmountable, at least in my very limited experience. And a wise man once said, or it could have been a woman, that you should probably eat an elephant one bite at a time.
My father would always say that, so this is some ancient Kiefer wisdom. You know how you eat an elephant, son? One bite at a time. Thanks for listening, everybody.
We'll see you next time. Oh, episode 4, baby.
I got a plan. I turned the gain on this way up, and I'm just gonna set it there. Yeah, we just got the one mic. It should be like we mic'd the room now.
Sweet.
Sweet. Sorry, I'm on my phone. The Nuggets are playing the Wolves.
Clash Royale.
No, Nuggets Wolves.
Nuggets Wolves. Nuggy Wolves.
Nuggy Wolves is crazy.
Nuggy
I hope
Wolves.
they can. I wonder if they can hear us. Maybe we should scoot in. Hey, we could be sound blasting their eardrums right now.
What's the decibel readings?
Check, check, check. I mean,
Hey.
it looks normal.
It looks, yeah. Maybe for you.
Longest episode yet.
Dude, let's go. I'm proud of it. I think that was a really heartfelt episode.
You were looking good too. And the sunnies, bro.
Dude, Sunny's was a great idea.
I was wearing these all over Asia when I was motorcycling, just for the
Dude, just the
eye protection.
You gotta have eye
shout out.
protection. Double Sunny?
Yeah, sunnies, bro.
Sunny squared.
Little extra bonus story. We can lean in campfire style. I was driving home through the water that was the ocean that was the mosquitoes, just getting pelted. And
Very
I got
poetic.
mosquitoes in my eyes over and over and over again. I had miles to go, and I didn't want to crash. But if I put in sunglasses, I couldn't see it. It'd be blind. It'd be too
Yeah,
dark.
yeah.
But I lived. Spoilers. That's the whole story.
Incredible. One time, I was hiking in the woods, and
I'm out of water.
my
Dang. Maybe perfect timing.
my dad was just up the trail, and he walks past this rock, and he hears a grunt.
Bear?
Yeah,
Black
bear.
bear?
I believe it was a black bear. And he slowly backs up and he yells at me because I'm a little bit behind on the trail.
Nuggets are up by 12.
And we go out to the river and we walk up the river. And we see through the trees 2 cubs with the bear.
You go up that trail, you're dead.
Yeah, dude. If
Mama
my dad,
bear's killing you.
if my dad took one more step, he would have died, for sure.
Whoa,
But we didn't
dude.
even know that it was a mama bear until we went back to the river and we looked up into the tree line.
Black bears won't eat you. They'll just kill you.
No, they just straight up just
They will
murk you.
just kill you.
Yeah, they don't care.
Your defense against the black bear, if you don't have a high caliber bullet,
It's literally play dead.
it's to get into a ball and try and protect your neck.
Dude, it's
If you have a big backpack, that might save you because the bear will like rip up the backpack.
no, they literally say lay face down on the floor, put your backpack and your arms above your neck,
Yeah.
and then lay away from the bear so your feet are towards the bear and play dead. So if they
That's
try
crazy.
to mess with you, they'll mess with your legs. But most likely they'll just like sniff your legs and poke you.
Let's open next episode. I have a crazy story about a polar bear to tell you.
Okay.
So if you can remind me, polar bear.
Polar bear.
And if not, the people remind us episode 6 will feature a polar bear story.
All right, incredible.
Sign
All right.
out. Bye, everybody.
Take care, guys.
We did it, dude.
Dude, best episode yet.